What's going on, my Trainer Club? Today we are going to check out the top tips for the Pokemon Go Snap event to make sure you guys are ready, prepped, get everything that has going on in the event, and hopefully get yourself a shiny Smeargle. So, welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about the Pokemon Snap event in Pokemon Go? This is going to be the final event in the month of April before we move into the insane month of May in Pokemon Go with the new Xerneas coming out and all of those amazing things that are happening in the month of May, including Yveltal as well. If you guys do want to see the tips, please check out the video up here to make sure you guys know the entirety of what's happening in the month of May. So this is very exciting for us. Not only that, guys, I just want to let you guys know that I have launched a cooking channel. Some of you guys have stayed towards the end of my videos and have seen me talk about it. It is going to be called Delicious and Nutritious. If you guys do want to see that new channel, you want to sub to it and stay tuned. I'm going to be helping you guys cook healthy meals in a delicious fashion. We do not compromise the quality of our food or compromise the quality of the taste as well. So we're gonna meld those two together to make sure you guys can stay happy and healthy. It's gonna be in the pinned comments below, or you can check it out up here as well. So with all that said, guys, let's get into my top tips around the Pokemon Snap event, which is very exciting. So it's gonna go from April 29th at 10 a.m. local time, which is important, all the way until May 2nd at 8 p.m. local time. So this is obviously going to be a shorter event. It's gonna take a total of 4 days, and this is gonna be revolving around the celebration for the release of Pokemon Snap, obviously on the Switch. The features of this event are going to include field research and timed research. The field research, I am going to put an asterisk here right off the bat that they do have a Pokemon that is going to be great for stacking up. That's definitely something that we're gonna wanna do, and it's also gonna have the timed research as well, which we will cover the entirety in here as well. There's gonna be a camera avatar item as well as a camera gift sticker that's going to be available during this time frame. And there's gonna be some spawns correlating with this. They actually have some pretty good spawns out there. There's going to be raid bosses that are coming out as well. And then finally, we have snapshots, which also lead to shiny Smeargle. That's gonna be it. So we're gonna talk about everything in regards to that as well in my top tips. You guys already know. So starting off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be focused all around the snapshot shiny Smeargle. So the only way that you guys can get this is going to be taking a snapshot of your buddy. When you do take a snapshot of your buddy, the Smeargle is going to pop up and it can be shiny. So hopefully that means that hopefully all of you guys, including myself, are going to be pulling in shiny Smeargle. So I wanted to make this a very big point for you guys. Do not start with the snapshots until after 10 a.m. on the 29th, which is going to be Thursday. If you start before, it will not add towards, and you're gonna have a total, thank you to Couple of Gaming for this great graphic, they're gonna have 15 total times per day. So you're going to have a total of 60 chances at getting shiny Smeargle. So please make sure to take all of those snapshots. Not only that, it's gonna count towards your badge as well, which is really important. If you guys don't have that platinum, you might as well just check that off the list. And now that we can get 15, you're adding 60 to that badge. Really easy time to do so. And then most importantly, shiny Smeargle from snapshots will not be available after the event. I repeat, it will not be available after the event. It's similar to Meltan. Once the Meltan shiny spree is done, shiny Smeargle is done as well, and it won't be coming back until they make it part of an event or whatever they choose to do in the future. So 15 per day, you get a total of 60, max out completely on those, take snapshots until you get no more, but make sure it's after 10 a.m. on the 29th, and then before 8 p.m. on May 2nd, which is gonna be Sunday, local time zone. So that's the tips, shiny Smeargle, nothing really to it, but just to do it. On to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be focusing on the spawns of the event. I want to make sure you guys have all this down. Obviously, we're going to get into the field research, which is going to be really important. That's going to be in tip number 3. But tip number 2, we're focusing on the spawns. Number 1, we have Metapod. Metapod is going to be a second tier evolution Pokemon, meaning it's going to give a guaranteed XL candy, which is cool. A little bit more Stardust, which is also cool. But guys, hear me out on this one. I want you guys to make sure you have this tip down to the max. On Tuesday, May 18th, Spotlight Hour from 6 to 7 local time zone, which is a Tuesday, PM, obviously. Hopefully you guys do know about Spotlight Hours. We stream them every single time, but that's gonna be 2 times Evolution XP. The reason why I'm telling you this is because Metapod comes from Caterpie. Caterpie is going to be a 12 candy per evolution Pokemon, as you guys have heard me talk about quite a bit. Not only that, guys, I wanna make sure that you guys have as much candy for that as possible. So if you do Pineapple, a Metapod, you catch it, you are going to be getting 10 candy for the Caterpie. You transfer it, that's 11 candy. Every single time you pineapple and catch a Metapod, you are basically gonna get 1 free evolution for a Caterpie. So, all you need to do is pine up as many Metapods as possible, get as much candy as you possibly can, and then whenever you have the chance to catch a Caterpie, save all those Caterpies, and you can also save Pidgeys, Weedles, Wishmers in your bag, but preferably, honestly, it would be the Caterpie, as we are getting a ton of candy right now. Save them all until May 18th and evolve as many as possible on 2 lucky eggs during that spotlight hour, and you're gonna turn through a lot of extra XP. That's gonna be a great tip for you on that specific Pokemon. And then we have Sandshrew, which has a shiny, Geodude, which also has a shiny. We have Dodrio, does not have a shiny. The first evolution does have a shiny, but this is gonna be a second tier evolution. It does give you more Stardust, so that's the second evolution. Don't overlook those Pokemon. Not only do they give you a guaranteed XL candy, they're also giving you additional Stardust, so please do catch them as much as possible. We have Hoot Hoot out there, no shiny. And then we have Chinchou out there. I know before I said Chinchou goes into a different Pokemon that it doesn't go into. It goes into Lantern. Lantern, it has a shiny. It is also a relatively good PvP Pokemon, which we will check out here in a second. We have Apom that does have a shiny. Mantine, that's gonna be a pretty relevant PvP Great League Pokemon. Skarmory with a shiny. We also have Lotad with a shiny. Trapinch with a shiny. Cacnea, no shiny. Finneon, no shiny. Ducklett, also no shiny. So which of these Pokemon are gonna be good in Go Battle League? None of these Pokemon right now are gonna be meta raid attacker relevant. So let's check out the Go Battle League. Number 1, we have Mantine. Gonna be ranked 60 in the Great League with Bubble, Bubble Beam, and Ice Beam combination. 100% IV on this Pokemon is going to be a 0, 15, 14 to look out for. And then we have Skarmory. Some of you guys may be like, how does Skarmory in the shadow form stack up compared to regular Skarmory? It doesn't do as good actually. 31 rank for the regular one, 45 for the Skarmory shadow form. The moveset's gonna be Air Slash, Brave Bird, and Sky Attack. Relatively resistant Pokemon, pretty beastly, not the funnest Pokemon to fight against. Funnily speaking, I had to just double check that. It has the exact same CP and IVs and level as does the Mantine 0, 15, 14 for the 100% IV. And then if you want it for the Ultra League XL, it's gonna be ranked 37, so you can save this one and trade it over 100 kilometers. This one is under 2,500 at level 51 buddy boosted. So this one is definitely a viable option to play at level 51. It's gonna be 15, 15, 15 for that 100% IV. And an honorable mention is going to be Ludicolo, ranked 105 as an XL Pokemon in the Ultra League. If you want to check out the moveset, you can pause here. And next we have Flygon. Flygon's actually better in the Shadow form, but in the non-Shadow form, because that's what's going to be out, is going to be ranked 97. Mudshot, Dragon Claw, and the Calm Day move of Earth Power. 100% IVs on this Pokemon is going to be a 0, 15, 9. And we haven't covered this yet, but Stunfisk is going to be in research tasks. Unfortunately, the Galarian one is the much more premier one, but you can still stock up on the candy and get XL candy for it in the meantime. So please don't overlook that if you don't have 296 XL Stunfisk candy to do for your Galarian for the Ultra League. And then finally, I'm gonna give an honorable mention if the Little League ever does come back. I know it may not be the most premier, but Smeargle maxes below 500. It's 487 according to Pokemon Go Hub. And it does get pretty much any single move, not every move, almost every move that you can possibly get. Whatever you snapshot it with, it does get that move. So maybe right now, taking some Smeargles, getting some unique moveset combinations on it from the Pokemon that you're snapshotting could be a conscious way to get a Smeargle to use, because it actually does have 146 stamina, pretty good to be able to use in the Little League. And finally, we have Chinchou going into Lantern, rank 53 with Spark, Thunderbolt, and Hydro Pump combination. 100% IV on this one is gonna be a 0, 13, 14. So as far as all those spawns go, that's gonna be what we're hunting after. We do actually have some pretty relevant Go Battle League Pokemon that you guys can start stocking up your teams on, getting some XL candy and whatever that is to you. So with all that said, guys, let's get into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is gonna be focusing around the field research. So I did mention in my introduction that there's a pretty good field research Pokemon in here to stack up on. We are about to get into that. So take one snapshot of a wild Pokemon. If you guys don't know how to take a snapshot of the wild Pokemon, so all you gotta do is click the camera when you are encountering a wild Pokemon and take a snapshot of it. The one snapshot is either gonna give you 3 pineapple berries, or it's going to give you 3 regular raspberries, Honestly speaking, it's so easy, you might as well do it. Add towards your tasks in field research medal. Additionally speaking, you can get the berries, the pine nut berries. A lot of people always ask me, how do you stock up on so many pine nut berries? For calm days, you can do that there. And the next task is gonna be the one that I talked about. It's gonna be take 5 snapshots of wild Pokemon. One of the Pokemon spawning in there is gonna be Dodrio. Dodrio is gonna be 1012. That's not really important. What is important for that Pokemon is it's a second tier evolution Pokemon, so every single time you encounter that, what I suggest doing is either giving it a red raspberry or a golden raspberry and then running from it and start stocking that up for calm day. That's an amazing task to use when you have 3 times catch Stardust to pull out those Pokemon and add Stardust instantaneously to your team, and giving it the berry beforehand makes it easier to blow through that task and not waste too much time. So that's more of an efficiency thing. You do not need to give it a berry to stack it, but it does make it much more efficient and easier when it does happen. And the Skarmory, 100% IV is gonna be 903, and just remember, XL'd level 51 for the Ultra League is gonna be 100% IV, 15, 15, 15, so that may also be a valuable task right there for 2 in 1. And then we have use 5 berries to help catch Pokemon, can be one of 3 Pokemon, is going to be a Wurmple at 247, 100% IV, has a shiny. Krogunk has a shiny, 408, and Stunfisk does not have a shiny, 926. That one is just going to be a stack, hold, not the task, hold that Pokemon, trade over 100 kilometers, 296 you do need for that XL Galarian Stunfisk. And then finally, use 5 golden raspberries to help catch Pokemon. You can do that easily by stacking 3 of them up and then catching a raid boss. Every time you use a golden raspberry, even if it doesn't catch it, it is counting towards 1. We have 2 Pokemon in here. One is gonna be one of my favorites, Lapras. 1131 is gonna be the 100% IV on that one, and then Skarmory's in there again for a second time with a shiny potential, 903, 100% IV. So as far as everything goes, that is gonna be all the tasks we have, which is then gonna lead us into tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be focusing on the entire limited event research. Thank you to Couple of Gaming for putting together this great quality graphic. Let's get into it right now. Take a snapshot of a Metapod, Apom, or Lotad in the wild. It's going to give you 5 Pokeballs. Use 3 berries to help catch Pokemon. It's going to give you a Bunnelby encounter. Take 3 snapshots of a wild Pokemon. It's going to give you a Meowth encounter with a shiny. 320 is going to be the 100% IV. Then we have a Dodrio encounter, 5 Nanab berries, and 750 XP. Then leading on to the step number 2. Take a snapshot of a Sandshrew, Trapinch, or Cacnea in the wild for 10 Pokeballs. Use 5 berries to help catch Pokemon. It's going to be a Sandshrew encounter, 540, 100% IV. That one has a shiny potential. And then take 3 snapshots of a wild ground-type Pokemon. It's going to give you an Onix encounter with a shiny. 472 is going to be the 100% IV, and Onix does go into Steelix. Steelix does go into Mega Steelix at some point. So that is something to look forward to. And then it's going to give you grand total rewards of a Skarmory encounter. Remember, Skarmory 100% IV is going to be 903, does have a shiny, 5 Nanab berries, and 1250 XP, which is then going to lead us into stage number 3. Take a snapshot of a Chinchou, Finneon, or Ducklett in the wild, 10 Great Balls. Use 7 berries to help catch Pokemon for a Wailmer encounter, 629 with a shiny potential, and take 3 snapshots of wild water-type Pokemon for a Quillfish, 879, and then it's going to lead us into a Mantine encounter, 5 Pinap berries, and 2000 XP. And then finally we have take 15 snapshots of wild Pokemon for Pokeballs. Take a snapshot of a Dodrio, Mantine, or Skarmory in the wild for a Skorupi encounter, 432, 100% IV, does have a shiny, and then use berries to help catch Pokemon. It's going to be 1000 Stardust, a Clamperl encounter with a shiny, and then 8000 XP. So that's going to do it for the timed research. Make sure to complete that. There are some shinies in there that you can get, and a little bit of XP, and some balls as well. So with all that said, let's lead into tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be the new raid bosses that are associated with this event. So guys, obviously on the 4th, if you haven't seen my video, you want to see Xerneas is going to come out. So we do have all the Incarnate Shinies coming out until then. So if you do want those are one thing. Number 2, we have Vaporeon in raids. We have Meganium in raids. Meganium is a tier 3 evolution Pokemon. So if you are looking, I know it's going to be pay to get it, XL Candy for the Chikorita to do Meganium XL for the Ultra League. You can do that. You're guaranteed to get 2 XL candies per catch, additional Stardust. And then finally, we have Trapinch in raids. For me, I'm just looking at completing one of each of these. That's going to lead me towards my 150 unique species of Pokemon rated for metal to be able to get me to platinum. And then originally speaking, we had a certain amount of raid bosses, as we just talked about, the Meganium and the Vaporeon, but there are way more raid bosses that are coming out, including Esper and Shinx. So remember, Shinx does have a shiny. Let's go over all the raid boss lists right now. We have Bulbasaur, Ducklett, Trapinch, Shinx, and Esper. So for any of those Pokemon out there, you guys can get after those. And then tier 3, there is a Pokemon in here that you guys are gonna be very excited about. We have Hippowdon, pretty cool. Meganium, we've already talked about. Sharpedo, pretty cool as well. Sharpedo does have a Mega as well, so you guys do wanna put that emphasis right there. But then we have Tyranitar. Yes, I said it, Tyranitar. And just remember, Tyranitar does have a Mega. It is double weak to fighting, so fighting is gonna dominate that. You can even use Mega Lopunny to boost your fighting types as well. Really cool. It's gonna get you 2 XL candy per catch, which is really cool. Trading it over 100 kilometers is gonna get you an extra XL candy. We're gonna go over the 100% IVs on this specific Pokemon. I think people are gonna be super stoked about this. 2191 is gonna be the 100% IV at level 20, and then it's gonna get boosted in 2 conditions. It's gonna be partly cloudy for the rock, foggy for the dark, 2739. And then obviously we talked about the Vaporeon, and the Venusaur is out there as well, but the Megas are going to be Mega Venusaur, Lopunny, and Abomasnow. So if you're gonna do a Venusaur raid, I probably wouldn't do the regular raid. You might as well do the Mega raid because then you can get the shiny. Obviously, so can the regular raid get the shiny, but you also get the Mega energy and you get a little bit more XP. So you might as well just go for the Mega as opposed to the regular one, but Tyranitar, big wins in there. Hope you guys are ready for this. So beyond that, guys, make sure to do your 60 snapshots, stack up that Dodrio task, hunt in the wild. There's some great PvP Pokemon out there. Make sure to get all the candy that you possibly need from any of these. Trade over 100 kilometers for anything such as the Stunfisk that you are going to use in XL for the Ultra League. So thank you guys for being here. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, spirits, and ambassadors page to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.